Greetings, YouTubers. A very good morning to you. Only just. Actually, it's just gone into the afternoon. Saturday afternoon, and it's the first pinch punch, first of the month, 1st of November. Very good afternoon to you, everyone. It's the big guy here, Big Jim, in his London Taxi International 2003. On a 286,000 miles and counting on the clock, and still counting and still burring, as you can hear now. It's been about a week and a bit since I've done my last one, so very good afternoon to you all on board, all the regular just short of 1 million subscribers, like I wish, and also all you new people viewing today, and you new subscribers, hopefully, by the end of this. This is the trials and tribulations of Big Jim in his London Taxi International, his old retired taxi cab that I've had now for about, got to be coming up for about a year now. And how she's running, what I've been doing in her, and where we are today now. You'll probably see, if you look carefully, sorry about the eyes, but you know why with the eyes, I've got a slight tan on me. And remember, it's been the half term from my school week. Today being Saturday, I went away on holiday, jumped on a flight, and I went to Tenerife, which is just off the coast of Africa. Temperature up into 27 degrees. What a lovely time I had. Absolutely stunning out there. Beautiful weather, cheap beer, cheap food, loads of nice people out there. Just absolutely stunningly gorgeous, and the weather has been beautiful out there. We had one day of a heavy rain that came for about an hour, and then it's just been drywall sunshine. Absolutely stunning. So I arrived back in the beautiful United Kingdom yesterday to, as we know, what we've got now. I think we're about sort of 11 degrees here at the moment. It was 27 plus over there, and raining. But I'm not getting doomy. I'm back here, and I've got another couple of days off before I actually go back to start my work, so that's not a problem. Let's talk about the old cab. Now, do you remember, gang, we were talking about, or I was talking about various things, the magnets, I believe in my last one, the magnets that you put on for your fuel. Well, no more further report on that, but if you remember, I was talking to you on the slow operation of the of the starter motor when it turns over. I said to you, I'm not sure. It's either the alternator or the battery or the starter motor itself that's got a bit of a lazy winding. I didn't know, but I said to you that I was going to have a look at it. Well, I knew I was going away on holiday, and I thought, well, I've got to sort it out about midweek. Anyway, I didn't need to sort it out. It sorted it out for me. I came out midweek a week and a half ago, just probably after I was talking to you, about 11 o'clock one morning. I was working from home for the morning, because mainly it was a lot of computer work. Fortunately, I can do that from home. So I was working from home, came home, obviously, for the night, went to bed, got up in the morning, done a few bits and pieces on the computer, no problem, thought, right, got about 11:30 in the morning, time to go home. Time to go out, because I had to go and get some shopping and some bits and pieces. So I thought, right, okay, gets down in the cab, turns it on, waited for the heater light to go out, which it did. Turn the ignition on to set Stage 3, and what do I get? Click, 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 click. Ah, for fuck's sake. Turn it off again, think, I wonder if I'll get enough in there to get us started again. So I thought, right, here we go, give it another go, stick it in, stick the thing in. Just managed to get it beyond the clicking. Yeet. Yeet. Come on, come on, come on. Nothing. Dead as a post. Okay, fortunately, managed to phone up my daughter. Love, if you're around, bring your car over. Being as I'm Mr. Always Got Everything here, I had it all in the back of the car. I've got a real decent set of jump leads, real heavy core jump leads. I said, bring your car round, bring your Audi round, and I'll jump her up. Well, she said, all right then, Dad. So she came round here. I've got a great little test meter on me as well, which is fantastic. Which basically, once I get the car going, I can bridge it across the terminals, and I can tell exactly what's the matter with the car, i.e., is it the alternator not putting a charge into the battery? Is it the battery? Is it the windings on the alternator? This is what this little meter can tell me what's to do. It's an absolute, I've had it for years and it's fantastic. Anyway, daughter came out, gave me a jump start. Lovely little jump start. Put it across and it started. First, soon as she connected up her car, I heard her engine note drop down a bit, which meant that it was taking a bit of a load. So I thought, blimey. So gave it a couple of seconds, boom, my car, Poppy started straight away. Waved goodbye to my daughter, gave her a kiss, she went off, stuck the meter on there, and it was plainly evident, first test, alternator putting out a good amperage charge, a good sort of 13 volts back into the battery. Nothing wrong with the alternator. Brilliant, I thought, because an alternator for these is a little bit expensive and a bit time fiddly to fit as well. So that pleased me no ends. Check the battery over. On the meter on my one, it actually tells me, and it says failed cells, and it even tells me what cells are failed. 2 and 3 cells replace battery, it came up. So I knew exactly what to do. Needed to replace the battery, but I was a little bit tight on time. I would have ordered off of line, because there's a place that supplies batteries online for me, which I can pick up for about 50 quid normally for a real good quality one. The one that was on here was an RAC one. Now the trouble is, the battery visually looks nothing wrong with it. I mean, it was clean because I've washed everything and everything's clean. You know, to look at it, it looked like a brand new battery. Unfortunately, they don't write the installation dates like I do. Now, I've put the installation date on this new battery, so I know exactly when I've installed it, because I've got 2 years guarantee with it. But I didn't know how old this one was, so I don't know. So anyway, I had to go out and buy a battery. A couple of pence short of 75 quid. So I paid an extra £25 over the mark. Stuck her on, and the test was, I parked her up for a week, went on holiday. Now I don't know what the weather has been like going round your end of the world in the UK. I've not even thought about the UK. Sorry about this, the rain is really thumping away at the moment, probably drowning out my low dulcet tones. You know, I was away, went out to the car, thought, well, here's the test. Click, first ignition on, waited for the heater cord, the light to go out, turned the car, of a turn of the car, bang, bang, boom, off she fires. Nothing, just absolutely spot on. And another thing, I went quickly round the back, because this is what you do, and I checked it, the exhaust note, not a puff of oil or smoke out of there whatsoever. So that engine has been sitting for over a week without being moved. If you were going to get oil seepage back passing the oil seals, the valve oil seals, and into the engine, it would have happened. Or if you'd have had a bit of wear on the bore possibly to allow oil to come in through the rings or the bore, you would have got a slight puff out of there after something had been sitting for a whole week without being moved. But I can honestly tell you, after a week, there was nothing. I saw no note out of Poppy whatsoever. So that gave me a good positive. The only negative was obviously it's cost me £75 for a new battery. But when it comes to batteries, guys, I look at a battery as the heart of the motor. You know, if you haven't got a battery and you're stranded out somewhere, no good having a set of jump leads on you. You know, it is the heart of the motor. If your battery starts playing up, the old days of sticking them on battery chargers, well, that used to work in the older days, because we used to run on the lower voltage systems, 6-volt systems on some of the old cars, and then you had 2 lots of 6 volts doubled up. And if you remember the days of the old negative earth, do you remember that? All you people that know the negative earth. And we used to have dynamos, if you remember. And then, you know, now with modern day vehicles, although Poppy, obviously we know, is a 2003, they are very, very power hungry. There's a lot of stuff that you run within your vehicles now that we never had years and years and years ago. You know, we had a little transistor radio here, Motorola, if you remember it, gang, with a push button black piano keyboards. Do you remember? Medium wave and long wave. Radio Caroline, Radio Luxembourg, Radio London, Radio Caroline. Remember it? And that was it. So you didn't have this drain now of everything that you've got, you know, plugging in USB chargers, you know, engine management systems. There's a multitude of stuff now that we never had. That's all battery hungry. That is all demanding power from your alternator and your battery. If your battery can't store it, then you ain't in for a hope in hell. So there's no point in charging it, honestly. The only way I would charge up a battery now is if I'd left this car for a month or 2 months and she'd gone flat. If that had have happened, then I'd have said, well, there's probably a slight drain there from something. I'll charge her up, she'll be fine. But when I'm using this as a daily commute and she's going flat on me, and my daily commute round trip to work is probably about 20 miles, that's enough to put power back in that battery. You know there's something wrong with that battery. And charging her in the short term will get you out of trouble, because after my daughter started it and I got the battery, I turned the engine off and restarted it. The engine span like crazy before I changed it. But I knew that power was short fed and it would die away again, so hence the new battery. See, only me can talk about a battery for so long, but they are the life of your vehicle. Do not try anything else. Put a new battery in. Once you've tested that it's not the alternator, put the battery in. And now she's fine again now, absolutely fine. No problems whatsoever. So I'm happy that way, gang. Apart from that, and my holidays, and I haven't got the holiday blues, I'm happy. And I'm now, my next move is going to be get home, and it's all the washing, all the ironing, all the putting away, and just sort of taking it easy for a while. So I won't keep you anymore. Has this weather been like this? Can you let me know? All week. Has it been bad like this all week, gang? Because out there, the sun has been burning. Believe me, the sun has been absolutely burning down. It's alright, just had a guy there, just because he saw a blue light, because there's been an accident on the side of the road on the near side, he decides he wants to come from 50 miles an hour and slow down to 30 miles an hour, just to have a gawp and see what's happening. People like that I'm not happy with. Anyway, that's the story, gang. I'm still here, I'm still fighting, the eyes are still good. Poppy is beautiful. She was happy to see me after a week. She thought she'd been abandoned, but she hadn't been. So yeah, everything good from my side. All weather is crap. Let me know, as I said down there. Have you had this? It's the 1st of November today. Have you had this weather all week, you poor people? Eyes all tan. Mind you, it won't last long, gang. It won't last long in this weather, I'll tell you. Okay, everyone, I will give you the thumbs up on this one from Big Jim in the London Taxi International. 2003 on 286,000 miles plus on the clock, with the wind and the rain buffering me from side to side. Nice meeting you again. Subscribe down below, leave your comments down below, and you know what I'm going to say? We'll catch up and do this all very, very soon. From the big guy, great stuff. My now go, gang. Ciao.